Okay everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are actually looking at the new updates of Vanguard itself. Oh, it's so great. It's something. The new trailer just came out, or the new series trailer more of it, going back and starting a new chapter in the Vanguard slash old chapter. So for all of the new people, G was not the start of it, of course. Aichi Sendo, along with Kai Toshiki, is been the start of it all. And in the beginning, there was a lot of things. They had to fight Ren, all which stuff went down, and it was simple, and it was a lot easier back then to fight, but it was a lot harder to guard against everything. Then went on to Limit Break, along with new mechanics going and coinciding, and Grade 4 came, and G came, and that's basically where it all kind of got a little bit more intense. A lot more stuff was added, a lot more G Guardians were a thing, where you could G Guard from the G zone, and heal triggers were more just able to do stuff. It was really interesting. I thought it was something else, but there is now a new mechanic arising from it. It's called the Cardfight Vanguard, and its new animation PV basically came out on their announcing the Cardfight based on the manga of Ato. I don't really know myself, but there's probably something else. But here's the thing: if you guys haven't seen the video, it's in the description. You should definitely check it out. It's a Vanguard fan as I am, and everything else, and I'm really excited for it. The first episode's gonna be really just coming out on, and it's of course gonna be Japanese dub with English subtitles. It will be available on May 5th, 2018, which I cannot wait. But the new mechanic, and like, okay, but before I introduce the mechanic, I was like super happy. I was sitting in my bed, I was chilling, I was like, watching Vanguard, and then all of a sudden a notification pops up. I was like, oh, and then I got so excited seeing that Aichi's returning, Kai's returning, and Ren's returning to their original form back in junior high, and the Vanguard journey to reunite with the Vanguards. It's a brand new animation, and they all embark on a new story with Aichi and Kai returning to take up the helm of the main protagonists. And I can't wait. There's going to be the same voice actors, hopefully. A new art and everything. I don't really like Kamui. Kamui has too big on the eyebrows, really. Too much emphasis on that. But everyone else looks just great. Like, we got freaking Tetsu, we got freaking Aka, we got Ren looking that spark in that leather jacket with Koya, along with Card Capital, and we got Emi, Kita, Miwa, Nada, Shin, and Nagisa looking adorable as ever. Leon looks shorter. Leon looks younger and way shorter than he actually is, and I think in this new story he's not going to be a villain, maybe, because it takes out like new stuff, and it's just going to be so much to do, and it's also going on Crunchyroll apparently as well, I think. But now we're going to talk about the new mechanic that just was released. It's a trading card info for all 24 clans, so I don't know if that's including Gear Chronicle, because it's not really existent in this era, which I think, because basically Gear Chronicles only existed in G, so doesn't that basically mean it's going to be wiped out? It's not going to have any abilities? I'm not sure, but the new art and the new trial decks look great, and I cannot wait for it, because it looks like the units are evolving. But the new ability is called Infinite Imaginary Gift. Basically, when you ride a unit with the gift icon, which is definitely looks awesome, you receive a power of a blessing from your units. Of course, there's 3 types of gift makers. So there's Excel, mostly probably going to be for Nova Grappler, Dimension Police, along with Chikagero units, which excels in offensive strategies such as aggressive attacks and continuous attacks. But then there's Force, which is balance in offense and defense, which I'm guessing is probably going to be for mostly, I'm guessing Paladin units, along with some other great units like Aqua Force would probably be Excel. But then Protect probably be Bermuda Triangle, maybe. I'm not really sure about that either. Pale Moon, most likely. Definitely Dark Irregulars in Forest, probably. But then, so, like, the stand trigger. The triggers is what really caught me off guard. Like, honestly, the new new defensive and everything on this. So Excel is offensive, of course. Get additional front row rearguard circle that cannot be boosted, but apart from your current circles, that circle gains 10,000 power on your turn. It's more than units that we usually have. But then there's Force, where 10,000 power on your turn, and then during the other person's turn, if you have 2 makers apparently, you get 20,000 power in defense. It's like, okay. But then protect, and this is into your hand, and it functions like perfect guard, basically. The ability that cannot be hit, and if you discard a card playing this, you can be revealed. So the makers are just cards, basically, which you would use on your Vanguard, which is the blessing, I'm guessing, where the ability is active to gain like 20,000 power for defense and offense for the next turn, like offense on your turn, and then there's also to protect yourself as like a perfect guard. So it basically takes away the perfect guard cards along with the G Guardians. It just makes them into one card that now we can defend only with those cards, make it a little bit much more simpler, which I do kind of like. I'm really thinking the new era is going to be really well, especially with the new triggers are just way more powerful than the original, because now you get for critical triggers, critical +1, but plus 10,000 power, draw trigger 10,000 power, heal trigger 10,000 power, but no stand trigger, but you do have a front trigger, which gives the entire front row 10,000 power. And the upcoming products, the trial decks, which I will be taking Toshiki Kai trial deck, and my cousin, or Brian, will be taking the IG Sendo deck of Blaster Blade, which all includes basically 14 types of all new card kicks, 53 total 50 cards, plus 3 gift makers, a copy of each 4-type triple rare cards included, pre-constructed 50 card deck, paper playmat, first guide, and 3 gift makers, of course. And we'll be getting that and doing a card fight ourselves for the channel. And it's just going to be so great. I can't think. This new art, this new thing, and this new Royal Paladin unit, it's 13,000 power. I'm looking, it's a Blaster Blade unit. Or not a Blaster Blade. It's the new Alfred Early. Basically, they revealed its ability. It has the Imaginary Force gift. And when you pay the cost, counterblast, call up to 1 Blaster Blade from your hand or soul, or to rear guard, and it gets 10,000 power, and if called, draw a card, which is really useful. But they haven't released anything on Kagero yet, with the ability of Kagero, which obviously is probably going to be a stand, but it's going to be less of a cost, I'm guessing, and than it originally was. Plus the new booster pack, which looks to be good, which we will be also doing a pack opening for that, a box opening as well. But the new rarity, which is Unite Team Q4 release information, which is the new booster pack 4, booster pack volume 1. Well, not the booster pack 4, but it's for the new thing. So basically, the new rare is Vanguard Rare, or Special Vanguard Rare, featuring the main unit inserted in each box. Special Vanguard Rare. Imagine Ride Rare, which is randomly inserted and inclusive illustrated art from the guy that made it, Unite Team Q4 IG Sentinel Blaster Blade. A Secret Rare with randomly inserted character gift maker, and an Origin Rare, which is randomly inserted as well. And all this is going to be released. Here's a schedule on the thing here. So in June, the trial decks and the booster pack will release. Then extra boosters for the Spike Brothers, Tachikaze, and Mega Colony, of course. Then on August, Aquaforce. Then extra booster Aquaforce. And the Aquaforce trial deck will be actually released, and then extra booster Grand Blue and Dementia Police, which is so good. Then in September, Shadow Paladin and Shadow Paladin Darker Regulars, Palmoon, and Morikumo, along with the tournament regulations has now been applied. So now there's just new thing. For fresh players, they're standard. Only cards can be used for the new series. Then there's the Stride and Imaginary Gift, which of course the G-Zone, basically every card from every unit will be used. And I can't wait to see some people, even myself, I'll try to probably make like an ultimate limit break deck, break ride deck G unit with the Imaginary Gift. That would be so awesome. That would take a long time though. But then there's just a G format, which is just the cards that we've been using. And that's basically about it for all that. But that's going to be so fun. There's going to be a lot of things. There's going to be a Spring Fest for all this in May, March, and June, in 19 locations worldwide. There's even a mobile game being released called Vanguard Zero this year, which I actually might play myself, depending on if it's really good or not. I'll have to do it. But that is literally it for the announcements right now. We'll have to wait and see more to come, and there's going to be a lot of new stuff, and I can't wait to see the story be a thing. I might as well let's say this real quick as well, because we are almost out of time. There actually is going to be a animation about Bermuda Triangle animation confirmed for Cardfight Vanguard. I have no idea what that is. I'm guessing it's going to be the Bermuda Triangle girls, I guess. It might be really funny, so I don't know. I might check it out and see what it goes from. But I really can't wait to see this. I'm very excited, and there's going to be a lot more changes. But I'm kind of disappointed that we're not going to go beyond G. We're going back from the beginning. But even though I want to see a new story be formed, it also needs to kind of like, what are we going to do about Shion? Chi? Like, they'll still be there, but it's like, what is this, an alternate universe? We're not going to pull that crap, are we? I hope not. But it's literally, it's weird. I can't wait for the show to come out yet. I am not exactly in the best way of like, okay, so Cray, there's going to be a new animation, awesome, new story, awesome, but it kind of makes me disappointed that from all they went through from Vanguard 1 when I watched it all the way through, and then all to Link Joker, and then there's Limit Break, and then there's also like then there's G, and all this stuff that rounded up to this is literally closing in G, so they have to start a new story because they can't bring these characters back over and over again. Then it'll just be a rerun of G. So I understand they have to do that, but at the same time, it's like, oh, we can't advance anymore. We have to go back because we can't like keep doing it. We can't bring these characters back. I guess it's kind of people might get me, people might not. It's just how I feel about the new series. The new animation looks great. Everything is going to be fine, I hope. So at least they're not ruining it like they did Yu-Gi-Oh! with Link summoning. Yeah, I went there. But it just makes me feel sad that literally all these people in G, from where it started, it's ending and never going to be refocused on. Probably, I'm not sure. I really was hoping for a G movie, but no, we're gonna get into the main protagonists once again as Aichi and Kai, because it feels like, because if they're not going to continue like with Link Jokers, they can't do the same thing. They have to have a new story entirely. They have to bring back the main characters, right? They can't go through fighting all these people and Psyqualia and all this other stuff, which Psyqualia might be still a thing in this one, obviously, because it is the original series, so it might be a little bit different, but it also kind of annoys me that basically everything we know from Vanguard itself is being erased, basically. Because, like, Kai went through hardships with Link Joker and Aichi bringing him back from Link Joker. Then in Legion, Aichi learned that he can trust his friends and also he can live with a normal life. But in Link Joker, it doesn't have to be something bad. It could be something good, as it turned into Messiah and being a big protector of this world, into fighting Gize, which will be coming out very soon. And the final episode of closing G, and I can't wait to see it because it's been such a good run for G and Aichi, but they're bringing them back and they're going to be going through it all the way, which I can't wait to see what they do with this. I really can't, but we are actually out of time for this little video here, so thank you guys all for checking out this. I really hope you guys enjoyed my talk. Leave your comments in below on what you think about the new series and what the new packs and everything, or the new cards that you think. Is it going to make a big impact? Is it going to be a little bit different and people are going to hate it? I, for one, am not. I really can't wait for this, and I'll see y'all later. Check out every other video we made, which now is really everything we've done is pretty much out of date now completely, because they just like, oh hey, we're so far behind. But since this new era is being released, we're going to be on every video as soon as we can. So thank you all for your support, and good night.